I think the biggest mistake is that you go to the gym and you go through the motion, but you don't really have your mind inside the muscle. I can't just stand there like this. Yeah, you can. I've seen the guys training with me also 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day, but they look like shit. And why did they look like shit is because they didn't concentrate. They did the same exercise, but they stood like this and then they looked sideways, kind of like they were bored, because they didn't even know why they were training. They were not inside that lat when you do the rowing and you pull back and you flex the upper back and the center back and then you let it down and you stretch it and you think about that the wing is coming out now or like a curtain is opening up. You know, we always thought about the curtain, right? This is when we did our lat spread. So you got to think about those things.
Yo, what is going on, you guys? Today is back day. You guys actually haven't seen a back day in a while, so I'm actually really excited to throw something together for you guys, a little vid for the back day sesh. For those that are new to the channel, my name's Blaine Riley. I just started this channel, when did I start this? A couple months ago. Anyway, I used to play football at my college here. I used to play Division I football here, and then I decided to be done and stop playing. So I have started this fitness career, this fitness journey, content making, and it's super fun. I enjoy doing it. I love anything that has to do with the gym. So if you guys like seeing gym content, also motorcycle shit, I do a lot of stuff with my motorcycle, but that's not really what the channel's about. But fitness content, you know, filming in the gym, shit like that, advice, go ahead and give me a follow. Those that haven't already and watch my videos every week, you better be freaking following me. But back today, we got, I'm really trying to emphasize the high lat area. So we're for sure going to hit some lat pull downs and some pullovers for sure. At least I plan on it. And then to start the workout, if it's open, I want to snag this, it's a chest supported machine. Some of you have either probably seen me do it or have seen my guy Sam Sulik do it here at my school as well, because he goes here. So we'll start with that. I just ate some cereal, too much cereal, ate like 150 grams, which is more than I am used to. So we'll let this digest. I got to go outside and film a couple TikToks / reels, so we'll go do that, and then we'll get on over to the gym. One other thing I was thinking about as I was coming outside was a lot of people don't know whether or not they should like plan their workouts. And I think a good in-between is good. Like how I just told you guys, like I plan to do at least 2 movements. So I would pick 2 or 3 core movements that you want to, you know, hypothetically get done. But I wouldn't, you know, stress about, you know, if you don't get the exact machine that day or, you know, get the perfect thing that you wanted or planned on getting. So I would just, you know, go in there with maybe more of an idea of the feeling you want to have, the areas you want to fatigue. And then from there, you can kind of think of alternative workouts for when your muscle or for when your machines are taken up. So you can move on to something else and still get the same level of fatigue. So let's get over there. All right, so like I said, thankfully we were able to snag this machine. But depending on how this feels will determine our sets. I want to aim for probably around 5 or 6 because it feels so good, usually at least. So let's go ahead and do a couple warm-ups and then fucking hop right into this. Kind of get a good start to the back day here. Whew. This is our last one. We'll go ahead and do a quick little fun drop set. Probably get 8 to 10 and then drop down probably 15 to 20%. And then after that, we're gonna go ahead and stay on this machine and do high rows for not only that upper back, but also for some rear delt activation as well. So let's go ahead and do that. So in these, we lowered the seat pretty drastically because we want that pull to be really high and really target those rear delts. It's kind of like a face pull almost, in between a face pull and a row. All right, so we had a cable free up, so I was planning on doing the lat pull downs, but we'll go ahead and knock these out while it's open. See, this is kind of an example of what I was talking about in the intro. It's just like, have an idea of what you want to do, but I wouldn't sacrifice the pump, meaning I wouldn't wait around for a movement and have your pump go away. I would just rather, you know, figure something else out and keep the pump going, keep the blood in that muscle. Let's do like 5 sets here. If you really want to target the upper lats, instead of doing the full motion down and then through, you can actually bend down far and really just do this top motion right here, because that's what we're targeting, is that top portion of that lat. Let's put some more weight on here. I'm actually gonna put a straight bar on. All right, so we still can't get the lat pull downs yet, but I guess we'll finish with those. We're gonna go ahead and do some rear delt flies for some more rear delts, and then we'll try to find a lat pull of some kind. In worst case, we can just do like assisted pull-ups or something. But I've been doing a lot of rear delts, almost more than even back movements, except for today I haven't done that many. But my back days have actually been more rear delt dominant, just because I've been trying to develop my rear delts more. I feel like they're lacking. And if you actually look at a rear double bicep or a lat spread, those rear delts play a big role in the composition of your back. So that's what I've been trying to kill. Go ahead and knock these boys out. All right, so thankfully we snagged a lat pull down machine. We did 3 sets of those rear delts. We'll probably do some more rear delt accessory stuff. Probably off camera, just because you guys don't need to see all those. Just because, at least for me, rear delts, I feel better if I hit them very, very high reps, because if I go too heavy, then my back starts to take over. So I kind of got to go lightweight, really high reps, 20 to 30 reps, and really focus on that squeeze. And you guys obviously don't want to watch me do a 20 to 30 set, or 20 to 30 rep set. So we're gonna do the basics, rear delt flies, probably do, I've been doing this rear delt like barbell fly, on the landmine setup. So you grab the landmine, the bar's going this way, you bend down and basically fly it back like that. So probably do those. But to finish back up, go ahead and do these and then we'll pose. We're gonna stay here for a bit. So I'm actually gonna go lighter because on back especially you can kind of get carried away with the rocking. Well, I didn't say so much the rocking, but more the squeeze, not squeezing. I think I'm just gonna go a little lighter and really focus on that squeeze at the bottom there. All right, so in this last set, we're gonna do failure, rest, failure, and then drop set. I'm gonna snag a spot though, and see if we can't get a couple more reps out of ourselves. I'm gonna do 2 sets of failure, and just help me get like 3 or 4 more once I start to fail. Take a second real quick. One more. All right, so I've been starting a new segment where I just ask one person a day, one spotter a day, like a piece of any gym advice, life advice, anything like that. So if you have anything for the viewers, what would you? It could be for new people getting in the gym, or even just motivational.
I guess just, be consistent.
Right.
Like, you're gonna start out and it's gonna suck. If you start going too often, just like start out slow and get into the routine.
Right.
Eventually you'll just feel weird when you don't do it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much.
I would say that too. It's all about, controlling it, not committing too hard, and
Absolutely, yeah.
kind of getting a good schedule going. So, what was your name again?
Dylan.
Dylan. Nice to meet you. I'm Blaine.
Nice to meet you,
Thanks.
man.
All right, so we're gonna do one more set. We'll do the same weight and then a drop set. Let's go pose, fuck. All right, so we are in the little posing spot. Today was pretty good. I think for back, for me, it's more, I kind of treat my back similar to my arms in that I try to go low rest between sets because I lose the pump so quick for some reason. So I try to stay pretty fast paced and then try to get in and out as soon as I can. Obviously when it's busier, you kind of have to bounce around. There's some unpredicted circumstances, but you know, the best is doing back when no one's in here because I can get in and out. But let's go ahead and pose down real quick and then get the fuck out of here. I'm hungry. We might even do we'll do a front double first. So, hopefully some of those look good. It's kind of hard with this lighting some days, but for those that are new, don't forget to subscribe, tune in. We're getting like 2 or 3 videos out a week. So, got a pretty good schedule going, depending on homework and, you know, typical day stuff. We try to get at least 2 or 3 videos out a week right now. So look forward to those. Maybe even put on the push notifications so when I post a video, you can fucking turn it on. Fuck, you don't even gotta watch it. You can just turn it on while you cook and listen or something, you know? Or turn it on while you're driving or whatever. Reflecting on what that guy said, he was saying like consistency, not meaning that you have to like start out going super insane, you know, every day, but more, you know, like especially if you're a beginner, picking 2 or 3 days where you can, you know, say, okay, I'm gonna go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You know, something small, but obviously stay consistent. So you don't want to go too ham in the beginning because you're just gonna scare yourself away from it. So the more you start small and make that a habit, the more it's going to become an everyday thing. It's going to become an everyday habit. So that's today's little piece of advice from not only me, but some rando. So see you guys next time.